Hi, how are you again? This is Ching. We are actually going to go right into the focus 4 of the purposeful movement. So we're learning all different parts of your body, which is great. We have them, right? And so what do they do? So focus 3, we're talking about the foot exercise. Remember the happy feet, your feet and the legs. All the movement for your foot, right, is come from the legs. So they are actually acts as one. So there are two parts, but acting as one. Just like your forearm and your hands. All the muscle go to my hand is come from my forearm. If you grab hold, you can feel them moving. Okay, so we'll talk about that another focus. If you walk all the time, you don't stretch, your muscle gets tight. So what happens? Circulation is not good because constrict. But if you don't move, you sit all day, do all your work, or you drive for a long time, go to work, or you commute on a train, your leg doesn't move either. So that's it's not flowing. So we don't want those two things. We want them work. So good thing you can recover and you can make them better. So that's why I love stretching and as a warm up and stretching as a cool down and recover. You gotta pump in the blood from all this repetitive movement or prolonged position, okay? So those two things cause trouble. You do have to prepare a rope, okay? You can use yoga strap. Rope is better because it's easy to wrap around. And if you don't have it today, find a belt right now. So pause and find a belt, a long belt. Hopefully it's not too long because that's medium waist. It's really big. It doesn't matter. Start somewhere. So anything you have. If you're so happy you have this about 3/4 diameter, okay, of a rope. This rope is actually really nice. This is for the yacht, you know, the yacht, you know, pulling the sail, all that stuff. So it's quite strong. But you don't have to get this Home Depot or Lowe's that you go look for. They should have. And at the end of the rope, you get about your height. The rope should be your height. Okay, so the height of your body. So if you're 6'2", you're gonna get this, right? They're different. And at the end, you tie a rubber band and make a knot, okay, so it doesn't fray or falling apart. Okay, here we go. So, sorry, modification, sitting or on the floor. So I'm just gonna show you the modification. Because if your hamstring tie is a little harder or you have knee issue, it's hard to get onto the floor, it's okay. We have to start somewhere, okay? So it's all about the beginning, right? It's not the end. There's never the end. Inhale, hollow your tummy, right? When the end of the day, tomorrow starts. And exhale, hollow your tummy. And exhale. So you remember this movement? We'll call it dorsiflexion. So I can feel the bottom of your feet. We don't want the leg higher than the hip, okay? This should be a little lower, but I didn't have anything that proper. So this is not bad. It's a 90-degree hip. Engage your abdominal, pull your tummy into normal downward breathing. And exhale. Remember all that? You use everything you learn, you start applying. So inverting and pull a little bit. So after I inverting, I turn my ankle inward, I pull the rope to stretch more. I'm stretching PERONEUS, LONGUS, and BREVIS. This huge tendon right here goes underneath to work with tibialis anterior as a stirrup, right? Remember? That nice stirrup muscle. And exhale, ready? The side of your leg usually is weight bearing, so you can feel more. Now, everting and stretch. Everting is like going outward, and then you stretch. Everting, stretch. So you will stretching the thumb, Dick and Harry. There's a tunnel right here, like a couple tunnels thing. There's a tunnel from here. The muscle goes under, you arch your foot and all your toes, big toe and the 4 toes. So I'm going to do the same thing on the floor for you, okay? So we're going to stretch out, and I'm just going to move that out. This is fine. Okay, on the floor. So you already know how to articulate your foot. You can put that after, okay? So I'll show you. So I'm sitting very tall, right? Right on my sits bone. My head still suspended from above. So I neutral pelvic, neutral thoracic spine, neutral scapula, don't go forward, and you hook. Inhale. Exhale, dorsiflexion. We're just going to do 4 times. 2. Once you learn, you can do more, okay? Because we have so much to learn. And just show you the first thing you do here. So you see my heels off a little bit because my calf is very well developed from dancing. So there, but I'm not lifting the leg. That's called lift. That's not stretching. So I'm going to keep it down, hollow tummy. Now, inverting dorsi 1. So remember, peroneus, longus, and brevis goes bottom your feet. You go, oh, but if your hamstring tight, you're going to feel that fascia connect all the way up. Exhale, especially if you have a hamstring injury, right? I experienced all that. So, so I know I got all that sensation and go out. So everting and dorsiflexion. So you can I use my arm to increase the dorsiflex. I'm stretched, Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay. So now in and out. So inverting and everting. So I'm lubricate that ankle joint because we use the same way all the time. And they're designed to do all this, right? So here we go. Inhale, exhale, so you can talk to all the muscles that connect to your foot. 2, and exhale, 3. I'm going to move my leg out a little bit for you. So don't worry about that leg. We focus here. Your heels in line with the sit bone, okay, in the hip socket. Exhale, and I use my tummy. Every time I exhale, my tummy goes in. See how much? I did a lot of sit-ups already. Okay, now in and pull 1. Exhale, hollow tummy 2. So this is normal downward breathing 3. And exhale 4. Out and go 1. Exhale 2. Hollow tummy, so you multitask. See my scapula didn't go up, didn't go forward, it stay home. Exhale, because it's nice job. The biceps is helping that stretch. Okay, now in and out, and the in and out, and the in and out. Last one, in and out. Okay, so I'm going to just show you another. Okay, so now I slide my leg up. I'm bending 90 degrees. The gastroc, one of your calf muscle, is 2 joint. That's why I need to do straight. Now I'm going to talk to the soleus. It looks like a fillet of sole inside the gastroc. So I will bend my knee because about your body because it's an amazing design. And inhale, out. So you can see I'm going to get my toes extend. Remember, that's extend. I use the heel, my palm, hook on my toe, and pull. Inhale, exhale. Sometimes you can do this. If you can sit on the floor, you can put your leg up on the second steps, right? Then you're bending forward and you grab. You can bend the other knee too. Okay, so now we're going to use the everting and pull. You can really feel that Tom and Dick and Harry. So I'm really stretching more of a distal portion of your leg, where that's your Achilles tendon. So a lot of times you feel huge sensation. Okay, sensation are good. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to inverting, dorsiflex, and I pull. So little by little, you feel a little more outside, the lateral side of your leg. And we just do 4. Okay, now you heel very close. If you can do this, you can hook, get your body really close to the quadricep, your thigh. If this is too hard, just go out a little bit. While we do that, we're going to target the Achilles tendon. I will show you other way to do it. Okay, since we're on the floor. So exactly same thing, dorsiflex first. But I'm right here. I take all my calf muscle drops out. I'm targeting the Achilles tendon, then goes out. Right? There's a huge tendon. When that tunnel goes out with Tom, Dick, and Harry, you can feel them talking to you. That's a good feedback. So people say, I can feel in the front. Yes, because the front is contracting. If you walked a lot, you never, I'm going to tell you how to stretch out the front. So right now we're stretching the back, okay? So exhale, just wait a minute, right? And exhale. So you're going to feel, so, oh my God, my front hurts so bad. Inhale, exhale, shake it out. I hear all, working with my clients. So we do the same thing, 90 degree first, and you pull. So I show you this leg, exhale, 2. So you always have one leg has more sensation than the other. That's probably your dominant leg. And when you walk or when you're running, this is really good recover for runners or walker or bicycle, right? And now out, and whoa, you can really feel that medial portion of your leg connect to your ankle. Last one. Okay, here we go. And pull, and go pull, and pull, and go. Okay, now Achilles, you're gonna get really close to your sit bone. Lying down, I face you. I'm right here, I'm not like this, okay? So I'm gonna line up. Remember that neutral position? And then you pull 1. You hollow tummy and pull 2. We're just gonna do 4 times. 3. And 4. Going out 1. So it's really good, you know, everything you see, you can watch on your computer, you can watch it on your cell phone. Cell phone is actually really good. If you understand what I'm talking about, you have to do this without shoes. I love all the exercise without shoes. So you come home, this is all the preparation and the recover for all that repetitive movement, right? So that's the stretching on the calf. So now you still have your chair here. I'm gonna put a chair on the floor. If you have a mat, you put on a mat so it won't slide, okay? So now I'm gonna use the chair to help me. You can use the counter. You can bring your computer to the counter, okay? So right here, or chair, then you can look around. So right here, I'm gonna go a little closer. I'm gonna stretch the extensor, digitorum, longus, and hallus. And then flexor, digitorum, longus, and hallus, okay? So this is how you do it. Actually, let me do this way so I see you better. So you can see me better. Actually, I can't see you. I'm imagining I can see you. So you can see I'm taking a 1 giant step back, okay? Bigger than the walking steps, so out. So here we go. I'm going right up to my big toe. I bend the other leg, so I'm stretched. Can you see the ankle straight? Because those tendon, remember the tendon comes all the way up. So you have to stretch the toes, big toes, and the ankle. And going down, when you go like that, you stretch what the bottom, the flexors, and go. The extensors and the flexors. One more time. Extensor and the flexor of the big toe, the hallus. Now I'm going to 4 toes. So I kind of sickle a little bit. And can you feel that? All 4 toes. So kind of big toes out of the equation. So you're going to bend both knees and go. Oh, can you feel that muscle all the way up with the tibialis anterior? So this is actually a shin splint stretch too. And the bottom of your foot. And the top 4 toes, the bottom of your 4 toes. So we stretch the extensor and the flexor. And this, right? This is rehab for the hammer toes and preventing the hammer toes, right? You don't want those tendons so tight, you walk with the toes off the floor, right? Not good. Okay, so ready? So that's that. You can do the same thing with the other leg. So I'll show you this side. I'm 1 giant step back, okay? No shoes, right? So here we go. Up over on the big toe. Up over on the big toe. Can we get your abdominals? See my nice posture. The bottom of the big toe, top of the big toe. Ready? The 4 toes. The 4 and the bottom. The top and the bottom. So gradually, right? If I have good balance, the standing supporting legs, my balance. So you can do it without holding, right? And good. So that's that. Okay, second part of this, we're gonna lubricate that. See, ankle circle, I can do this way. I get my toe lubricated and the ankle and reverse the direction. Those are easy. You probably need to hold on to. Of course you can do it without, right? So from here, it's relaxed. So this is holding me and my first responder. And reverse, okay? So my ankle is lubricated and all your toes too. Oh, they're so happy. Out of the shoes, right? They get to perform a little bit. Okay, remember I said I'm gonna show you how to stretch your calf standing too? Here we go. Really close on the counter If you drive for a long time, to get out of the car, use your car, right? Use the side of your car. And so don't stand where the exhaust is. So right here, see how big steps is? I just bend my knee a little bit. I feel the calf stretch. The important thing is this leg is parallel position. That's come from the hip socket. We're going to talk about that next one, okay? So right, I'm going to bend my knee or keep my leg straight. I'm leaning forward. That's a good one. And we turn. So from the heel to the top of your head is what? 5 checkpoint. Isn't that cool? And inhale, exhale. So lengthen, hollow your tummy, close the rib cage. So you're not going to in the joint and do whatever you want. No, we're educating our body, right? Our body is actually educating us. And inhale, exhale. Right? Your body knows what to do. You're born with it. You're born with all this muscle. And we use it so wrongly, okay? So of course, if you're really good, you can lean forward. So I'm going to use this leg to lean forward. I can get a nice calf stretch already. Exhale. And exhale, hollow tummy. So sometimes you see people running and they get a break. They're standing on the curbside and drop the heel down. That's called the eccentric contraction. So your muscle is elongating, the same time it's contract because you have to hold the body weight. So it's good, but if you want to really think about just stretching, non-weight bearing stretching is the best. That's also good because we're standing all the time. So you have a choice. You know, I can stretch sitting down when I'm home, sit against the couch, maybe the news, television is on your story, and you do your stretching. You recover, okay? You're pumping blood circulation. So that's that. Okay, we're back. So I have to rearrange the room a little bit. And so we're going to talk about there are three ways to balance. Very simple, okay? Because now you will know where the really balance comes from, besides the core of your first, right, transverse abdominal. So I'm standing, I have a 5 checkpoint, nice and tall, right? My head suspended from above. You can see sideways to everything lined up. All 5 neutral positions. Okay, the first one is easy. Your legs sandwich with your hip, feel the 3 points. Okay, I'm gonna slowly peel, shift my weight to the left leg. This is my left side, left leg. I'm gonna slowly peel my right leg off. I'm going to do 3 normal abdominal breathing. So inhale, I'm feeling the lungs. Exhale, hollow your tummy, purposely below the out. Feel the energy goes down. You can feel that ankle, right? Can you feel all those muscles? And exhale, you can feel the tibialis anterior, okay? And extensor, digitorumus, longus, and the hallux. Those 3 muscles is stabilize your ankle, right? So can you feel them? If you can, just close your eye. Close your eye. You go, whoa, okay. So that's your tibialis anterior and the extensor, digitorumus, longus, and the hallux. See how important they are? That's why we have to warm it up. Make friend first. We do the other side. You just start with 3 breaths. Don't look at the clock like how many seconds I can do. And then you're checking out. We're gonna go in. We're not escaping. All the meditation I teach too, we're not going anywhere. We're going inside. Okay, so ready, nice and tall. We'll get to know this. This is the treasure hunt, right? It's like, do you know where your spleen is? Do you know what the function of the spleen? We're gonna learn all that. Isn't that cool? So you're gonna get really tired watching me all the time now. Here we go. I hope you're not. So ready? I'm gonna slowly peel this off. I engage in my abdominal. Do not hyperextend the knee. If you do, you're gonna go off because it's not what? It's not connected because you blocked it, right? Called stagnation. Do not block. We're feeling the muscles. So ready? Inhale. Exhale. Pursely hollow your tongue. Blow it out. Good job. Inhale again. And feel the feedback. Exhale 2. The best way to get to know your body is by using it. I'm standing doing nothing, but there's so much. Your muscle is like computer, right? It's computing. It's so cool, right? Shake it out. Okay, that's one way. You can work up to 5 breaths, right? To 8 breaths, that's enough, okay? Don't stay there for an hour, that's okay, because you want to move. Okay, so, but that's a really good way to feel the balance. You can do it, right? A little less mindless. You can watching TV or you talking to your friends, says, do you mind? I practice my balance, but I'm listening to you, okay? So here we go. Now, second one is bend your knee. We're gonna feel the quadricep a little bit, so engage your abdominal, you bend your knee. Okay, so right here, I'm turning a little bit for you, so you see, I'm flex my hip, there's 3 sections. Remember there are many 3, hip, socket, knee, and the ankle. There's 3 sections, same with the arm, shoulder, elbow. Okay, so right here, I'm in body, still 5 check point. I'm still 5 check point, except I bend my knee. So it doesn't mean the energy doesn't flow, it still flow, it better be, right? And so I'm gonna slowly shift my weight to the left, and I pick my right leg up. Continue, 3 breaths. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, hollow your tummy, purse lip, feel very tall and down. Inhale again. Exhale, root it down. So now you can go down a little more. I really want you to feel the quads a little bit. Inhale and exhale. So all this is actually natural bone density exercise. And return. Can you feel all those muscles waking up, doing nothing? You know, it's doing something. It looks like not doing. So that's why we do all this big stuff. We don't. My mind's not there, right? You're gonna put your mind there. That's why you do slow movement and with breath. Okay, so ready? Shift your weight to the right. I'm gonna find a place to spot. Right? Focus. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale. I'm gonna go down a little more until I really feel my. But if you already feel quadricep, great. Stay there. If you want more, you just go down more. Inhale, exhale, so awakening those muscles. Remember, muscle is holding the structure. Muscle is what we want to exercise, what we want to strengthening and, right, stretch for flexibility. Okay, so that's the second one. It's easy, right? The third one is a little harder. You can use the chair. Okay, you're gonna hold on to something. Go to the counter again, or you just gently hold on to the wall. So I'm going to use the wall a little bit, okay, because I'm trying to talk and doing many things. So inhale, again, I'm going to push down. I'm going to activate the back muscle now, the back of my leg. So the other way, if this is too hard for you, the other way to do it, remember this we did earlier? So you lift the heel up, push. Can you see my gastroc? Just activate it. Now that's a stretch. You can just do that, okay? If you have some injuries and anything that you don't think you can do this, there's always a modification. You do that one. So ready? Otherwise, you should be able to do it. Hold on 2 hands, okay? So if I bring my chair back, okay. So this is my countertop and chair. Well, again, it depends what you have. If you're very tall, use a countertop. Okay, so ready? Nice and tall. Find a place to balance, right? Find that we'll call spotting. Will help you stay neutral. Inhale. Exhale, I'm pushing down. I have to think push down in order to go up because no one's lifting you, right? And slowly lower the heel. Exhale again. As you push down, hollow your tummy. So you're going to really feel your gastroc fired up, right? You can see it too. Inhale, exhale, and fire up the gastroc, and return. Now one more time, turn back to you. You can see my gastroc. Inhale, exhale, hollow my tummy. You can see my gastroc fire up, right? Can you feel it? That little nice heart shape, and slowly come down. So the hard part with this is take your hands off. Why? Now we talk to Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, so inhale, exhale, as you push up, okay, and you take your hands off, really spotting. Can you feel, or you just put one finger on, very lightly. You can feel those energy, the muscle, very, very deep to the bones, to your leg bones, so tibia and fibula, especially the tibia. So, and return. You don't have to stand there too long. Exhale again, press down, and slowly take your hands off. and you can feel it and slowly comes down. Okay, so can you feel the burning a little bit? Okay, if it's too much, you just stretch out. Say, I know how to stretch it out. And good. The next focus, we're gonna add the hip socket to the thigh muscle, all this. I will give you more. Right now, we just really focus the ankle and your leg, okay? So that's the 3 different ways to balance. Stand tall, right? 5 checkpoint, one leg off, and then the other. Bend your knee, adding the quadricep a little bit, and feel that, what's bone density exercise? When the muscle compress the bone, right? So you compress. This is a great way to compress the bone because you're not gonna wear off the joint, right? So now, and then the last one, you're getting that deep compartment muscles to strengthen them. Can you see? Then you have that stretching I showed you earlier. So with the warming up or stretching, you can stretch after or before your run or your bike or you're traveling or you're sitting in the office all day or you're running around doing the chore, take care of the kids and cooking everything. You still have a body, right? And you need that body to be able to do everything. So take good care of yourself, knowing how to stretch, knowing how to strengthen. That's together is called a condition. You condition your body, okay? Before you do those heavy weightlifting, it's not really good anyway. So it's okay. If you like it, go for it, but you need to recover and balance out with stretching, okay? So now, let's do one more thing here, actually. So I keep the chair here. This one, my client, they all like this one because it's challenging your mind, you know, fear factor. So I'm sitting in the front of the chair. This is called take a seat gracefully. People say, take a seat, and go, oh, that chair doesn't have an arm. I can't sit down and I can't get up. See how sad we become? Don't become that, right? I'm 67 this year. I still have a lot of good life to go, and I want to learn new things. If I don't have health, I can learn new things. You know all that. Okay, so ready? I'm gonna engage my abdominal. Naturally, when you're getting up off the dining table or meeting, whatever, you push the chair back a little bit, right? You're moving to the front, the leg goes in. If your leg's there, you can't get up because it's stopping you. So naturally, we'll pull one leg back or both legs back, and then you push the arm to getting up. This chair doesn't have arm, so who's gonna work? Okay, you ready? I'm gonna lean forward. So this is slow motion. I break it down for you. I'm gonna lean, so my feet below, inside my knee, not under, not front. It will block you. Okay, don't want that happen. So I'm engaging my abdominal, lean forward. Okay, I can feel my 3 musketeers already. You ready? I'm gonna push down to that 3 points of my feet. Push it down. And then come up nice and tall, 5 checkpoint. Okay, you're gonna take a seat now, right? You got off gracefully and go down going down is harder. So you're gonna engage your abdominal, same movement. You bend your knee, hollow tummy. You can still talk to friends. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you meant what happened to Mary's kids, right? So you're multitask all the time. Okay, so ready? Going forward again, push down, hollow your tummy, coming all the way up. Here comes the fear factor. You're gonna engage your abdominal, hollow your tummy. Okay, there's nobody behind me, right? You will feel like someone took the chair away, but it's not. And you can go, oh, okay, I gotta trust. You know the trusting, people fall back, all that stuff. Don't fall back because nobody's holding you. So again, hinge. Now push down and arrive. And you bend your knee. Slowly take a seat gracefully. And you continue, right? You know, you see that in the airport. It's so hard to go to the airport. Bus station, anywhere with people congregate, or the mall and the food mark, whatever. And you know, it feels, oh yeah, okay, I gotta get up. Okay, don't do that, right? Okay. So if you do that right now, you got time to fix it. So that alone is such a great exercise, right? If your grandparents don't want to do anything, help them, right? So come on, grandma, hold my hands. I'm going to pull you up. I'm going to hold you, and then you slowly, slowly sit down. Right? Just start with that. Once it feels so good, you know, who wants the chair lift to go upstairs and downstairs? There are too many gadgets in the house to make us what? Worse and worse and worse. It's not fun. Okay, there's no noise over there. Okay. So you ready? We're going to talk about how to walk properly. Start walking in place, no shoes. 5-chair point. Okay, so which part your feet touch down? Which part your foot touch down first? Definitely not your heel, right? It's designed for what? Shock absorb. So toe ball heel. Toe ball heel. If I jump, same thing, toe ball heel land. If you land on the heel, what's going to happen? Everything come out, you get a terrible headache, right? And we think the sneaker is the one help us. So my grandson's sneakers, $200 and one $300. I'm like, what the heck? So anyway, I'm sorry. It's like, I would love this body. It's right here, right? No orthotic, right? Don't do any brace. Just keep it, because this is harder for some people, you know. I love it. But if you don't love it, it's hard, right? I love to work on my body because I grew up anemic. I pass out a lot. So I know if I hop around, jump around, I'm actually better. So it's like, whoa, I need to hop around, jump, and I love dancing. So I got my natural cure, right? So, because I don't want that iron shot. My mother take me to doctor, give me iron shot. Hurts so bad. So this is, I can do it anytime. So this is how you walk. You see that? So you just practice walking in place. The other thing you're going to focus on, okay, when you're walking in place, is down, 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 down. So people will tell you what, Grandma, you need to lift your leg up when you walk. So they're going like this, right? That's not right. So because we think that's right. When you're not knowing what you think, usually is the wrong place, okay? So now there's a down, there's up. There's a down, there's up. So I use this because why? I want to connect to my first responder. So now my first responder and the right muscle, the flexor, and will, right, gently lift the leg up. So it's a psoas muscle. So psoas only used for walking. So very tiny. Don't think about lift the leg up and lift the leg up. If you think about that, guess what? You're going to your lower back. The first responder does not have a job anymore. I'm sorry, I'm changing everything for you, but it works, okay? Try it many times. So from here, so you're walking. I show you. That is not designed for. It's not how a body designed for, okay? It's like, so you walk in place. Now, if I bend my elbow, I run in place. Can you see that? Oh, so good. I massage my feet. I got this shock absorber. I do not want to go, right? Can you hear that? My whole house shakes. So, and then guess what? And we're running and walking on the tar. I want my client to walk. I have a big yard, so I'm very lucky, on the grass because it's like this. So you challenge what? All the muscle on the leg. See that? So the trouble we have these days with the knee problem, hip problem, and the lower back is because the road is paved. The road is paved for what? Wheels. Car wheel, bicycle wheel, all kinds of wheels, right? And we're not wheels. We want a thinking wheel when we walk, right? We're making that circle. So we need to find a proper place to walk. You go to Europe, no cobblestone, those are wonderful. Walk on the grass, it's wonderful. But if you haven't walked for a while, you're very weak, yes, walk on the flat surface around the house, pulling, aerial rug, move it out. Therefore pretty enough for your health. Okay, they make you feel like relaxed, which is good, but your health is first. You don't want your health relaxed, you want your health, right, optimal, okay? So I've engaged my first responder, and if I run, can you see? Our body naturally, that's why the runner prepare like this, right? They don't prepare like this. Okay, you ready? Go! Okay, that doesn't do well. That's lower back problem. So we're always aiming, running forward, even running back, right? You can't running back like this, you fall. It's the opposite. So even walking backwards, I give, if my client can't understand this, I'll teach them how to walk backwards. You can feel your first responder right away. There's so many little tricks and little nuance, the most important nuance, right? We see big things, we want to change the world, but we don't change this small universe, right? We got all kinds of disease, we don't eat well. So this we can take care of, but we want to go out there to change the whole world, change everything, and we can't do it, and then we get pissed off because your dream is too big. It's not because you didn't build it up. Once I have this, I'm helping other people, family, right? Getting the family ready, all that. I should say I had 2 divorces. It's not so good, you know, it's very exhausting when you having the wrong relationship. So what you have to do, like everybody, you have to find yourself. Find yourself is not selfish and it's not whatever. I'm trying not to go too far. So here we go. So you run, you can lean, okay? You ready? Now, if you're really gonna walk, I'm gonna show you in my yard how to walk too, but I'm gonna prepare you for it. So you have to practice in place, okay? Go like this. I'm breaking down slow motion for you. When I'm getting ready, getting out of the car or open the front door to walk, I'm gonna lean because I'm going forward, because my eyes say I'm going forward. Don't look down. So now I'm going forward. I lean slightly from my ankle. I'm not leaning from my hip. I want to find my first responder. Can you feel that? You lean 1/4 inch. You almost don't see it, but I feel my first responder. So from here, I push, I step. Okay? So 3 things again. Lean, push, step. Again, lean, push, and step. So you can see I land with the toe ball heel. I do not land, go right to your lower back. Of course you get backache. And then you have to follow the gadget, say 10,000 steps, and clung, 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 and clung, right? Not good. So right here, I'm sorry the room is so small, but I'm gonna go outside to do it. So 3 things, keep practice. Let's try the left leg. So I'm gonna lean slightly. Can you see? You hardly see because it's so small. I feel my tummy, push, step. I lean, push, and step. The back leg is the one propel you going forward. Can you see that? Okay, your back legs propel you going forward. Sorry, almost lost my balance. And your back legs propel you going forward. So what? That back legs also keep your body slightly lean. So your first responder is always there. So you don't need to do 100 sit-ups. If you do any actively correctly, you are doing core strengthening. Does it make sense now? Everything comes together, goes inside. That's why you can't copy. That's why I talk so much. I'm so sorry I have to put up with all this. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Once you learn to write, right? If you learn to write, you will start being optimal. Work on the optimal wellness for the rest of your life. Because you're not going to grow another leg. You're not going to grow another hamstring somewhere. This is it. You just get to know it, right? So get to know it and do it right. Learn to write, right? Last for a lifetime. So that's it. Inside, I'm going to take you outside. I'm going to take myself outside, and you will look at me to going outside. Okay, thank you so much for right now. I'm going to go walking outside. So I'm here in my yard. I'm trying to find a shady place, and we're going to do the walking, right? So remember, you're going to walk in place first. So you can see I can walk with the heel down and fall backwards. That goes right to my lower back. I'm going to take a little loop for you, okay? So the three things you think about. I'm going to lean, push, and steps. Same thing the other side. I'm going to lean, push, and steps. So you see that slightly lean is so good. So you're walking with your leg. Don't use your arms so much. That's because people tummy's out, the leg's so weak, so they use the arm to do the work. Okay, so without even knowing it. Okay, so you ready? I'm walking in place. Okay, just get ready to knowing it's a toe ball heel landing. I'm going to start leaning, push. I'm going uphill, so as you can see, I lean more. Keep pushing. So my head suspend from above. Continue walking. We just had a beautiful rain last night. So everything is wet. And so we got this nice, pure, right, morning water. So here we go. So you can see if I go up on the hill, you can see, I'm going to loop around a little bit for you. So it's easy, very agile. You can change in directions as you're walking. Because here, my first responder, and yours too. So it's like, I love the grass and the dirt, right? So this is the ground we need to walk on. And we need a paved street because the car. And they're taking over. So the ground is being smothered. And looking forward. Don't look down and don't walk like this, right? Those are the bad stuff. Don't walk the heel. And although that's what they teach us, just like we've been told so many things wrong about nutrition, right? Remember the food pyramid? It's all wrong. You start with start with all the carbs first, especially these days. A lot of things are not really natural anymore. It's not organic. It's a lot of pesticides, GMO, all this stuff. So really get to know your body. For me, it took a long time. Probably not as long as somebody because I'm a dancer. And I get to know my body so much more because I use all the time. So today's lesson, very long, right? So, but again, like I say, it's not going to change. Everything is in the right place. Thank God, right? And think about if the soldier come back, they on the wheelchair, no leg, they never give up. I see them, they play the basketball and do anything they can. Those are spirit so high. So let's use our mind in a more positive place, how to make everything better, right? So you own this small universe. And thank you so much for your attention again. We're going to add in the muscle around the hip and your thigh for the next one. And so more things to learn. Take good care.